Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Officers say that there's a rise in the number of reported child abuse cases. Well, in light of that, today in Starkville, officers took part in a child abuse investigation training. Our Quentin Smith joins us live in the studio with a look at some of those statistics. Hey, Quentin.
Yeah, Scott. Sally K. Winters Family Services reports that from 2016 to 2017, the organization saw a 73% increase in the number of child abuse interviews they conducted. Now, a big reason for that is because more awareness is being brought to the issue, leading more people to come forward and report the abuse.
But when you start thinking about physical abuse cases...
Child abuse. It's a problem that plagues every community.
A child is an innocent person, and oftentimes they can't be able to help themselves.
Just within the past month, WCBI has reported on multiple alleged child abuse cases here in our area.
The man wanted in a child abuse investigation in Lowndes County is now behind bars.
A Caledonia woman is indicted for child abuse. The grand jury's decision was made public today.
The abuse comes in different forms, and Sally K. Winters is on the front line in many of these investigations.
Sally K. Winters provides forensic interviews for child victims of abuse. So we do felony child abuse investigations. We interview on kids that have been abused.
Now they're sharing their knowledge. During a training session, law enforcement officers, child protective services, and first responders learned new techniques for spotting signs of mistreatment.
We're trying to help provide law enforcement with every tool that they need to investigate child abuse and child sexual crimes especially. We're seeing an uptake in that in our community, and we don't think that it's just now starting to happen. We think that it's just beginning to be reported more.
We're doing two different presentations, one on corroborating evidence, so we've got a child that discloses something and getting them to think about some of the minor details that the child might bring up in their testimony to make their story come alive. This afternoon we're doing one more of the investigative piece, especially physical abuse investigations and what the investigators can do to help the kids to make their stories come alive.
Jim Holler is a former police chief and has more than 3 decades of law enforcement experience. He says the tools everyone learned during the seminar is important and can help prosecutors become more effective.
Just trying to pull all the facts together and making sure that we've got the details so we can bring a strong case to our prosecutor's office. And hopefully that case will be strong enough to proceed without a child having to testify.
Sally K. Winters Family Services and the District Attorney's Office co-sponsored today's training session. Scott?